A renewed fight over transgender athletes and their participation in college sports. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has filed a new lawsuit against the NCAA. Paxton is suing them for allowing biological male athletes who now identify as female to play in women's sports. He says that is deceptive advertising. KVUE's Daniel Perot joins us in the studio. And Daniel, can you walk us through this new lawsuit?
Yeah, Darnisha, the Attorney General says his goal here is to prevent transgender women from competing in women's college athletics. It is a potent political issue that resurfaced this fall when several volleyball teams forfeited matches with San Jose State because one of their players is transgender. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton is accusing the NCAA of engaging in false, deceptive, and misleading practices by marketing sporting events as women's competitions, but allowing biological males to compete against biological females. The 57-page lawsuit argues transgender women competing in women's sports is not fair because of physiological advantages. Paxton is accusing the NCAA of violating the Texas Deceptive Trade Practices Act and intentionally and knowingly jeopardizing the safety and well-being of women. In response, the NCAA told KVUE it does not comment on pending litigation, but says it will continue to promote Title IX and ensure fair competition in all NCAA championships. At a Senate hearing last week, NCAA President Charlie Baker said there are less than 10 transgender athletes currently competing. Baker says they can't adopt a policy to ban transgender athletes from competing in college sports because of murky court decisions. Federal courts have consistently allowed participation.
Which creates a certain lack of clarity around our policy, because our policy ultimately needs to comply with federal policy.
More than half of states, including Texas, have passed laws restricting teams a transgender athlete can join. In 2023, Governor Abbott signed the Save Women's Sports Act, banning college athletes from playing on teams that don't align with their sex at birth. Texas has a similar law for K-12 schools. LGBTQ+ advocates say those laws lead to more hate against trans Texans.
You keep trying to paint transgender people as a danger, but transgender people are not the threat.
The Attorney General is now asking a judge to block transgender women from competing in women's sporting events in Texas or to stop marketing the events as women's sports. There are no reports from Texas NCAA universities of any transgender athletes competing in any sports. This is not the first time the NCAA has been sued over the transgender athlete issue. Independent Counsel on Women's Sports is funding a different lawsuit against the NCAA. That lawsuit says allowing transgender women to compete in women's sports violates Title IX.